As a Sigma male, it can be difficult to develop friends and relationships. We are often seen as loners, outcasts, or just plain weird by our family. This can be especially true if we are gifted or have special interests. Our unique perspective can also make it hard for us to relate to our peers. These gifts can also create jealousy and envy with family and the people close to us. As a result, this response may make us further isolate from others. While Sigma males may seem like we have it all together, we are often highly sensitive and self-aware. We feel things deeply and can be easily hurt. We often put up walls to protect ourselves from getting hurt. But underneath all of that, we are just like any other person, looking for love and understanding. We also search for people who are comfortable in their own skin. A good friend for a Sigma male will also be confident and content with who they are. Sigmas hate the superficial attention-seeking culture and use social media mostly for business and to keep in contact with friends. Therefore, we like people who don't require constant validation or attention from others. We look for people who are loyal and trustworthy, someone we can trust to keep our secrets and be there for us when we need them, someone who is interesting and mentally stimulating, someone we can engage in meaningful conversations and offer new perspectives on life. In the event we find people who share our interests, hobbies, or passions, we feel an instant kinship. These become the friends we allow in our world. Because despite our need for isolation, we care deeply for the people in our lives. We show up for them in the darkest of times. Because often Sigmas come from difficult backgrounds and families. Those backgrounds draw us to be more introspective than most people as we look for solutions to family chaos. However, a Sigma male's value of loyalty and dislike for injustice will often make him stick out in toxic family dynamics. Since Sigmas have a high level of awareness, we may also see this toxic dynamic before others. These dynamics will show up in family interactions. Some may experience parents who impose religious and social beliefs. Others may experience siblings that compete, gossip, and cause division. However, a Sigma male's need for authenticity and freedom will only drive him to separate from these toxic relationships. Since Sigmas value loyalty, we may also find ourselves going in and out of toxic family relationships until we've reached our limits. Emotional manipulators and energy vampires will never be welcome in a Sigma's life, as we value honesty and authentic connections, and we will cut off anyone we cannot trust. Likewise, in the event we find a love interest who embraces our quirks and lets our true colors show, we will invest our all in the relationship. Our future marital partner will have our full attention and awareness. However, in the event of divorce, Sigma males can be extremely cordial if both parties separate on good terms. Sigma males can go on to be lifelong friends after an agreeable separation. However, if the spouse engaged in deception or manipulation during the marriage, a Sigma male may become cold and cut off all contact. There are many reasons why Sigma males might cut off someone after a bad relationship. One reason is that we are used to being in control. So when something bad happens, it can feel like our whole world is falling apart. We may feel like we need to take control of the situation by isolating. Another reason is that Sigma males often have a hard time trusting people. When something bad happens, it can be hard to trust anyone again. So instead of reaching out to others, we may choose to cut them off. However, Sigma males are not easily surprised or shaken by betrayal, particularly from those closest to them. We are, however, very good at handling it. Betrayal is something that we have likely experienced before, so we are well equipped to deal with the aftermath. The first thing a Sigma male will do is take a step back and assess the situation. We will try to understand why the betrayal occurred and what we could have done to prevent it. If we are able to identify the root cause, we will work to address it. If not, we will move on. We may also isolate because we don't want to burden anyone else with our problems. This behavior may be derived from toxic families where our needs were never met. We eventually know that the person is not worth our time or energy. We will cut ties and move on with our lives. Mostly we try to cope in the best way we know how. But this isn't always the healthy way to deal with things. Sometimes we need our support system to step in and help. We will learn from the betrayal and use it to our advantage. We will be more cautious in future relationships and will not allow ourselves to be blindsided again. We will also use the experience to become stronger and more resilient. The Sigma male will not let the betrayal define them. We will not allow themselves to become a victim. We will move on and continue to live our life to the fullest. We may not want to talk to anyone about it right away because we need to figure out what happened and how we feel before we can explain it to anyone else. If you're a Sigma male who has been betrayed by a loved one, it's important to remember that you are not alone. Thousands of other men have gone through the same thing. The key is to find a way to deal with the pain and betrayal so that you can move on with your life. Here are a few tips on how Sigma males can handle betrayal and toxic family members. Talk to someone you trust. Betrayal can be a very isolating experience. You might feel like you're the only one who has ever been hurt like this. But the truth is, there are probably other people in your life who have experienced betrayal. Talking to someone you trust about what you're going through can be incredibly helpful. Seek professional help if needed. If you're struggling to cope with the betrayal, it might be helpful to seek professional help. A therapist can provide you with the support and guidance you need to heal the wound and to move on. Don't forget to take care of yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the pain of betrayal and to forget to take care of yourself. But it's important to remember that you need to take care of yourself emotionally and physically. Make sure to eat healthy, exercise, and get plenty of rest. Reach out to your friends and family. Your friends and family can be a great source of support during this difficult time. Lean on them for help and for comfort. Find a positive outlet. It's important to find a positive outlet for your emotions. This could be anything from writing in a journal to painting to going for walks in nature. Doing things that make you feel good will help you to heal and to move on. Give yourself time. Betrayal can take a long time to heal from. Be patient with yourself and give yourself the time you need to heal. Focus on the future. It's important to remember that the pain of betrayal is only temporary. It might feel like it will never end, but it will. Focus on the future and on the good things that are yet to come. If you've been betrayed by someone you love, know that you are not alone. There are thousands of other men who have gone through the same thing. The key is to find a way to deal with the pain so that you can move on with your life. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos.